Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3, and where we left off, it was in July of 1941 and it is now August 1st. And to be honest, you didn't really miss much. The only thing that's really happened is that we were able to stop the Soviets all along this line here. However, there is an issue in that it looks like they are going to break through in the far south here, and there doesn't seem to be a lot I can do about it. I am rushing in lots of reinforcements even as we speak, but yeah, it's a bit of a struggle down there, and in fact, you know what, let's shorten the line a little bit here. It's all about redeploying, but the good news is that it appears to me that we have blunted the southern push. Now in the north, things are looking fairly good across this line. There's another pretty dangerous sector here at Krivisk. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Where it's just open plains and we're being attacked by panzer divisions under Mr. Paulus here, who's a bit of a twat. Now our problem, the other major problem, is up here in the far north, where Mr. Magon is leading the defence at Sigulda against Martinek. Sounds like you've got a Klingon name. There's your Star Trek reference for the day. Now the problem is, with leading the defence there, we just can't seem to bring the organisation together to actually handle them, and we don't seem to have the units to reinforce very effectively. We did manage to retreat from Riga, but the good news in all of this is that if they do break through, it looks like we're going to have our Finnish army under Malanin coming to our aid very soon, because we've managed to push up extremely quickly. And we are about to take Vasa in about 5 days' time. At which point, Finland will become our glorious puppet. So yes, that's all that's happening at the moment. I am flinging planes and everything into the meat grinder. And I have a lot of proletariat divisions. Right, okay, hold, and reinforce. Okay, so there is a little breakthrough, but at the moment it is contained by these three provinces here. And a just shed ton of proletariat divisions. If push comes to shove, we can probably hold that. This maybe not so much. That looks a bit of a problem. As does that. Halder here is doing a masterful breakthrough with 2 panzer divisions and supporting infantry. And then we're being attacked by 2 panzer divisions and an SS infantry battalion here. So it looks to me like they are going to break through. We might need to fall back again relatively soon to a river line that runs accordingly. I could debate doing that now, but I'd like to beat Finland before I do any of that. So it's saying August 5th, but we might get a little bit quicker than that, judging by how fast my tank division is moving. We don't want to do that. Yep, we'll do this, and we'll do these factory upgrades here. And hopefully we will puppet Finland very quickly. Looks like there's an attack going on. Nope. Okay, so that should be... Yeah, that looks like Finland dealt with. Oh, we've got the effects of money shortage imminent. Oh my god. I didn't look at the money situation. That was silly. Doesn't seem to mean a lot though for our small goods requirements. Looks like we are holding them off, you know. I am rushing reinforcements up there just in case. Oh, this is really tenable. Let's fall back. Like so. I'm going to move up these guys just purely because they've got a infantry division or something that we can just fling at the enemy. Now, Minsk has some dug-in troops and some decent fortifications. So I think we can at least hold there. Same thing here as well. Because they are attacking over a river. Keep them going in and out. Seems to have reached a bit of a stalemate over here. The Germans don't want to progress. Move up. Actually, that's a bit of a problem. Whatever that mess is, me no like that. Right, so this corps, you can go like so. This corps, reroute. This corps. Same again. And this corps. Like so. And finally this corps. Now these are our best troops. By a country mile. 400,000 of our best units. So they only grant military access. Okay, so if we push up with these garrison units to this river line here. So push up with you, push up with you. Like so. That will shut them down. In fact, you know what? Actually, a better thing to do would be to move around like that to there. Move all these garrisons to the north. That's all I'm going to do. So this front is now dealt with. And we have a new Comintern ally in Finland. Welcome. I wish you joined us earlier, but oh well. And you know what? We can start to redeploy our air force. So Which did take a battering, to be fair. Start doing some ground attacking runs. Start doing some air intercept. Just do as much damage as you can to these units in Riga. That's no good. Strategically redeploy. You know what? All of these units. Go, go, go. I just need to hold long enough so that I can get all of these guys out of Finland, really. I don't need to do air superiority there anymore. The 9th Infantry isn't going to beat us back there. And we got Regional Puppet Master, which gets us a little bit of extra manpower. So I won't say no to that. So see, 12 Panzer Division is just too good. That's just a combat modifier of 639%. I mean, seriously. There's not much I can do against that. Down here in the south, though, is that here? Yep. By the looks of it. So, a load of proletariat divisions that aren't very good, I want to point out, taking on one Panzer division. It's 2 Panzer divisions that we're taking on now. I think the terminology I would use would be worried at the moment. You can try and make a stand at Dagda. This northern breakthrough here, this area here, we could fall back to this river line like so. If I do that, I have to give up every I mean, they'll just break through in these two. It's such a tough question of whether or not to fall back or not. That's the thing. Like, on the one hand, if I fall back, I'm going to give up really good defensive positions and a lot of territory. But if I don't, I mean, this is becoming untenable against Romania as well. Just haven't built enough of these constructions yet. You know, and we haven't got these units out of Finland. This looks under control. That's at least good news. So I am going to pull beaten units out of this battle. And let Kulik fight von Schnell. You know what? We might have to just do it. Get some units into position at Dagda. Just hold a little bit longer everywhere else. Let's pull these guys back a tad. In fact, let's pull them behind the river line here. At one point, I thought the south looked bad. Although this issue with Romania still looks not nice. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Looks like we've built some more fortresses, which is good. That Kriegsmarine garrison unit isn't particularly useful. And you know what? Let's move them round. In fact, I'm going to move them back south. I forgot we had this swarm of garrison units coming. So Kingstep is a relatively easy place to hold. As is Pskov, based on the fact they would be attacking into forest. So this could constitute a front line. You know, I'm going to draw this. And you guys can tell me, because this is going to be a slightly shorter episode, you can tell me whether or not this is going to actually work. And let's go for a contrast colour. Let's go for green, and then we'll call it defense. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh shit! They broke through. Version 2. Happy days. So, if I just do a line like so. Is this... Is it that what I'm thinking of? Well, anyway, let's have that form up like so. So if we have to fall back here, we can, but otherwise... We've got a pre-made fullback line all along here. Now this would, I believe, shorten our front somewhat. That's where I'm thinking, at least, to fall back to. The only one I'm not sure about, as I say, is this one here. Because we could theoretically just hold this line here for as long as possible. Which would, again, shorten the front line substantially. The question is getting all of our units out. That's the thing. But at least this is the only attack in the south now. Germany lost 15,000 troops there. That was pretty impressive. I say let them break through there. And fold this wing in a little bit. We don't have many speed bumps between here and our new defensive positions if I take them up. Come on then. Okay, so there's the Battle of Minsk. The 16th Panzer Division is attacking under General von Hoob. Von Hoob's an interesting man, by the way, and he had one arm. He looked quite scary in sort of, I guess you could say, German military circles. We aren't being attacked anywhere along here. So we could stage a partial fallback with these units. Let's get all of our HQs and things. Let's start with these guys. Let's get them behind the line. Let's get them behind the line. Let's get you behind the line. Get you behind the line. Same here. Ah, I forgot about these tank divisions. In fact then, let's get you guys back. Accordingly. We're all unattached anyway. I say to fall back where we can. So let's take one there. One there. Good fodder unit. Pull out, they will. Okay. So that's the sort of first part of our fallback. Let's fall back here as well. His tanks are making fairly good progress towards us. If worse comes to worse, we could give up Leningrad or put a sizable garrison in there. But I'd rather not do that. Because we could form a line just literally along here. But as I say, I'd rather hold the King's Snep, or whatever the hell that's called. And you know what? I might as well give up Tallinn, because it is indefensible. Let's pull all of our air units out of there. Let's have them relocate. Okay, we'll have them fall back like so. We are giving ground where we need to. Holding where we can. Phased fallback isn't exactly what I want to be doing, but I don't really, as I say, have a whole bunch of choices. So I'm most worried about these two provinces here. They're the ones that, when I look at them, I go, that could be an issue. You know what, let's move Popov into there, because he actually has circa 6,000 troops to throw into the meat grinder if needs be. Garrisons that we can just move into position, literally to act as extra stopgaps if we need them. And we're going to start to move very quickly because we're coming out of the dodgy terrain. Oh, and that's just a special red banner unit, is it? Yeah, let's move you towards Smolensk. I'm going to call it an episode relatively soon. Ah, and the tank unit that took there. Let's move you back to Smolensk as well, because it's going to take you slightly longer, because I left you there by mistake. Okay, very good. Also, our officer ratio is ticking up very quickly. I am putting everything into officer creation at the moment. So literally everything that could be done is being done. Let's move you guys back in there. Right, fall back. Let's hold like so. Let's get out of there because we can't hold this. NKVD division. We're going to move back. Get the garrisons out of there as well. Just take the, as I say, the slightly crappier units out of the way. So I'm going to hate to see what our OBE looks like once I've done this, because I imagine our order of battle is going to look an absolute mess. But part of me don't give a shit. Good. I'm going to fold these up as a extra sort of line of defense, shall we say. This tactical retreat plan is good in principle, as long as it works. If it don't work, we could be in for a whole bunch of pain. You can move back as well, because you have some sort of combat capability. Okay, so this is where it starts getting a little bit harder. So, Kremnuchuk. So I don't think here has a crossing point. So, Rishatavit, yeah. Kornobol, yeah. Kremenchuk, yeah. Korol, yeah. And yeah, that one. Okay, so that's just a dead province. We don't have to worry about defending that. Put some units in here. Because I just want everywhere to have units in it. And it looks like everywhere does have units in it, which is good. This is all very useful. Okay, so, next up, is... Do you have a land border with anything else? Yes, you do. So you're going to need some units. Let's just hold this wing as long as we can. Look, you don't need to go that way. You need to go up and around. Up and around. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Everybody fall back. Oh, and we just got a load of pillboxes. Not that they'll make much difference, but hey. Now, I am going to let these guys be used as a bit of a speed bump. In my staggered retreat. All of our planes that are on this side of the river, which is a pretty large amount of our air force, it must be said. You need to find a new large airbase with which to run away to. 20 is not too bad. We'll just put everyone there for now. We need to get back. Is that everyone? Nope. Well, that's just a Finnish, right. Any Finns and Mongolians, they can just move back of their own volition. So you guys need to fall back. You need to get back. You need to get back. These are all very sad days for our country, we know. Cool. Looks like we're all getting out of dodge. We're all falling back relatively well. Garrisons making their way south, including that heavy armor division. I'm gonna just move to here. Seriously, I was about to say they can't push through there. That would be ridiculous. Our reinforcements are making their way in this direction. All 400,000 of them. And it looks to me like the German units here aren't quite sure whether or not they want to move forwards. It looks to me like they've just stopped. Hey, I'm not going to complain. If they want to just stop, that's fine by me. Actually, we're better rerouting an infantry division, to be honest. We go that way around. Surely that would be quicker. You know what? Actually, let's move like so. Because then I can move you into position slightly quicker. Getting out of there. Yes, it looks like you are. Right, so. Want you to move as quickly as possible. And I'm going to position a unit like so. Let's just leave any NKVD detachments. You know what, that militia as well. And get our good units out of there. Same thing with these units here. Oh, I'm going to let them break through there as well. All for the greater good. To be honest, I just desperately want these tank forces just to get into position more than anything. This battle ongoing here is still a right fucker. Yeah, whatever. Break. Fuck it. Out of there. Fall back. Okay, and it looks like we've got another Soviet defense stiffens event. So the decision will create what? It will do a Red Army reorganization, hold the line. I still don't know what they do. What do those events actually mean if we accept them? That is my question. You haven't got a leader. Let's give you one. Attach you to the nearby, wherever there's nearby units. We have gotten the hell out of Dodge pretty much everywhere. Now, the front will be shortened somewhat. Just fall back. We might lose a garrison division here or there, but it's minimal. And I'm going to call it an episode here, just to make things a bit easier. So, it's the 13th of August. We've defeated Finland in a lightning warfare advance. But hopefully we can hold a new line along this very large river. I believe it is the Dnieper. Is it the Dnieper? Yes, well, hopefully we can hold a line across the Dnieper. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.